Okay, welcome back to Apex Investor. Today we're just going to watch a video by a fellow YouTuber called Chart Champ. Now he only has, I don't have as many subscribers as he does, but the point is this video is probably the best one I've seen on HOLO stock. And this video pretty much helped convince me to jump on board HOLO. So I'm going to play this at 1.5 speed and then comment on it after. So here we go. Beginning in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in. I hope you all are having a great week. I know we are seeing a lot of red throughout the markets this week, but keep your heads up. I think we will rebound next week. I will do a market analysis video tomorrow. Today, I want to focus specifically on hologram stock. The full name is Microcloud Hologram. The ticker symbol is HOLO. We've talked about HOLO, and the main thing that I emphasize with HOLO is that I think this is clearly a pump and dump stock. And today I want to focus on really the data behind HOLO and why I believe we could see another pump soon. And I do want to emphasize this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So
I want to interrupt the video and qualify what he said. Yes, it is a pump and dump, but it is also a short squeeze stock. It is a stock that is severely shorted. And thirdly, it's an actual legit business too. So we're going to get into that later, maybe in another video. So keep playing.
please do your own research and make your own decisions. But I am happy to share my analysis with you all. And if you could please like and share this video with anyone who might be interested in HOLO. I think you guys are in for a really good video today. And I want to start with really what I told you all from the beginning, that I think HOLO just tends to pump and dump. And we can clearly see a pattern here with really just pumping and dumping every few months. And the key price level for me is $98. Each pump has reached $98 or higher. The pumps are getting smaller over time, so we could potentially have a lower peak over here if we get another pump. And what really stands out to me for HOLO is the seasonality data. So I think there is a level of unpredictability as far as when HOLO stock will pump. And hello to everyone. I'm seeing a lot of hellos. I hope you're all having a great week. And thank you so much for tuning in. We have really one very, very strong month that stands out to me from the seasonality data, and that is August. And I talked to you guys about August being a very bullish month for HOLO. We do have some other very strong months as well with January and February. So I would potentially consider another trade setup around December. But really, August has been the key focus for me. And we can actually see the raw data and see how HOLO has performed in the previous August. Hi, Skim. And we can see that, unfortunately, either August can be a pretty low ROI of just less than 1% or a very high one of about 200%. So the average between these two data points is 100%. But I think the trend has been very bullish for August. I remain optimistic for August for HOLO stock, and hopefully we get something good. I know a lot of you guys have been really patiently waiting for HOLO to make a move, but really what stands out to me is the next few weeks we have a very bullish seasonality trend, and this trend starts next week with an average return of about 13.30%. But really, we have several weeks of a bullish trend. Week 34 really stands out, about a 41% average gains. So hopefully we start to see some upside within these next few weeks. And we do have a bearish trend to keep in mind afterwards. So we can start to see some downside, especially week 37, almost a 40% drop here. Now, I did warn you guys about this week. I thought there could be some more downside. On average, there is about a 14% drop, and we did get some more downside. So we will see if this trend shifts from bearish to bullish starting next week. For all of you guys, I hope that this does occur sooner rather than later. But what I really want to focus on is the actual price action and really what's going on with the HOLO stock. So for the most part, we are seeing a pretty similar trend between the previous pump and dump and the current price action. So the previous pump and dump occurred right over here, and we just saw a downward channel until Suddenly, one day we got a very, very bullish breakout. This was a very strong move that led to really the daily candle open. These are 1 day candles only, guys. So within 1 day, we got a very, very strong move from over here around $1.50 to about $18.63. So that's a very large move. Now, the common argument that I see is that this spike occurred because of the reverse stock split. So this stock split occurred around February 2nd, and this helped HOLO rally during this specific uh, pump over here. But the previous times, HOLO managed to rally all by itself without a stock split. So I believe that we have more pumps without a stock split, and we just have one stock split here. So I really do believe that we can get a third pump over here. And I think that the data really shows that over here, these moves tend to happen very, very quickly. I imagine that some bullish news will come.
Also have to correct that as well. He said there'll be a third pump. There actually was 3 pumps. This will be the 4th pump.
Out, and that the price will just rally very quickly, really before people have a chance to buy. So my approach is to just be patient, to buy within this channel and just wait until there is a strong rally up, and really until the price starts to trend up. Now, what I really want to talk about, the part that I think is really interesting, is how much time these pump and dumps could possibly take. So if we take a look at how many days have passed between the peaks of each of the pumps, we have 127 days between the first pump and the second pump, and we have about 217 days between the second and the third pump. And then over here in the third pump, we get about 157 days between these 2 pumps, and now it's been 153 days so far without a pump. So based off the data ranges that we have, between 127 days on the lower end and 217 days on the higher end. So this gives somewhat of a range that we can expect, and hopefully we get one sooner rather than later, because if it takes another 50 or so days, I think that will really cause a lot of people to lose patience. But the good news is, if we actually take a look at the quarterly time frame, we've had a pump and dump every other quarter, which is interesting because this pattern, and I will mark them with an arrow. So starting from July of 2022, every other quarter we've seen a pump and dump. So if this trend keeps on continuing, we could see a pump and dump within this current quarter. And I like to make decisions based off these types of trends and based off this type of data, especially with a bullish seasonality trend to assist us with a potential rally. I think it is looking pretty good for this trend to continue and for a potential pump and dump here. So this current quarter ends near the end of September. We are almost near the end of July. So really this gives us about 2 months and a week for HOLO to pump and dump. So it will take time to pump and it will take time to dump. And we will actually take a closer look at that.
Okay, I also have to add, that's a good point that this quarter ends at the end of September. However, it's a little dangerous to assume that the pattern will be followed to a T. Personally, just my personal opinion, I think we can expect a pump and dump or a short squeeze, perhaps even a gamma squeeze before the American election in November. So I believe it's going to happen either before or around that date, this pump and dump.
And what I want to do is undo everything because I deleted my drawings and go back to this image. So what really stands out to me from all of this data is really the volume. And you can read the volume right over here. The initial, between the first 2 pumps, there was about $11 million in buy volume. Not necessarily buy volume, just overall volume, overall trading activity. Now the second pump and dump, between the second and third, there was about almost $7 million in overall trading volume. And then we start to see a significant amount of volume within the next one. This one changes to $282 million worth of volume. So this is a huge spike in volume here, between 11 and 7 million up to 282 million. And really, I think the insiders are just accumulating a ton of money here, pumping and dumping their own stocks. And what really stands out to me is this amount of volume has significantly increased. We've now jumped from 7 million to 282 million to now almost $1.5 billion worth of volume. So
Now that point was one of the strongest points that convinced me to join Team HOLO. One point over 1 billion. So you can expect a huge squeeze, in my opinion, as a result of this uh, trading volume, buying and selling.
This rise in volume really just gives me some confidence that we could see another spike coming soon, and hopefully it happens within that bullish August trend. If it does not happen in August, the previous quarter cycle that I showed you suggests it could happen in August or it could happen in September. But really, I think August would be the ideal time because you would want to give it time to pump and time to dump. So it would make more sense for August. I don't think there would be enough time to pump and dump within a single month in September. But what I want to do next is see how long it actually takes for HOLO stock to pump. And if we take a look over here, the moves actually are very, very short. So within 21 days, the price went from about $23 up to almost $200, about $176 within the first pump. That's a lot of upward price movement within just 21 days. And then now over here, we have just 12 days of very strong movement from $30 up to $112. And now over here, we have just 10 days for the price to move from $1.50 up to $98. So these are very, very short moves. 10 days, 12 days, 21 days. So this move can happen very, very quickly. Once HOLO starts to run, I think it will just have a very sharp rise. And we can see a lot of really some crazy swings up and down over here. But I think HOLO can have a very fast rally within really 1 to 3 weeks. I would say probably 2 to 3 weeks sounds about realistic. So hopefully this does happen, and hopefully you guys have a successful trade. For now, HOLO stock has just been gradually bleeding within this range. I think this is perfectly normal, and we saw something very similar over here. Really, the interesting price action occurs once HOLO starts to break out above this pattern. But
That's another great point that he brings up. Two great points. The first one was how long does it take till it gets to its peak, and how long is it squeezing until? So he gave a good range of 2 to 3 weeks. So that's important to remember once the stock starts going up, once it breaks $1, because right now it's at around 60 cents, 50 to 70 cents. It's keeping it's maintaining that level of 50 cents. It's not dipping below that. But once it breaks the $1 ceiling, people are going to start selling off because they're thinking, okay, I could make a bit of profit here. Forgetting that of these 3 previous short squeezes or pump and dumps that happened, they're not going to recognize that this is a short squeeze or a pump and dump, or perhaps both. And you're going to see the price go to double digits, $10, $20, $30, maybe even $40. So once that rise starts, like as he said, it might take 2 to 3 weeks for it to last. But after that 3-week period, that's really the cutoff. You're going to start to see a quick decline, a sell-off, as he said. So perhaps, hypothetically, it goes up to 40. You're going to see it go from 40 to 20 in a matter of a day. It's going to happen in one day. It's going to drop from 40 to 20 and then eventually 20 to whatever the price was before in a matter of a few days. It's not going to be there for very long, but it's important to track this stock daily, and that kind of makes people a little nervous to do that, to track something daily. But that's part of your, it's part of it comes with the responsibilities. It comes with the territory. If you're going to be a trader, either a day trader, long-term trader, if you're investing in the market, you're going to have to follow it and keep stay on top of it. Okay, continuing. Oh, and the second point he made that was really good is this pattern that we're seeing even right now. It's in this very pattern right now. it is in this position. And the fact that he said it's normal, not out of the ordinary, not, doom and gloom, it's comforting, but it's also reality that these were the patterns that happened right before the pump and dump slash squeeze. So it's nothing out of the ordinary. We all need to just calm down if you're HOLO holders.
I don't think there will be an opportunity to buy after the price has broken out because these moves tend to happen very, very fast. And I imagine it is likely to happen from unexpected news. So let me take a look at some questions. Brian is asking what price target I'm targeting. So Brian,
And what he brought up a point that when it rises, it happens very fast and unexpectedly. That is why I timed my buy of HOLO today. I thought, okay, it's about to break out any day now. It's better that I get into this stock, even if it's between 50 cents or even up to $1. I'm still willing to take the risk because I know the stock is going to at least $10. Once it squeezes, it's going to get to 10, 20, 30, maybe even 40 at the highest. Perhaps even 100, I don't know, but I'm going to be conservative and say 40. That makes more sense. But it might go to 80. It might go to 80, 90, because that's what all three previous squeezes, they all went to 90, 90, 99. Okay, continuing on.
if I go back over here, every single pump and dump over here for HOLO has managed to reach $98. We can see the price over here at this white line. So my very greedy target is $98, but I do recognize a trend that each spike is getting lower and lower over here. So I think it should be realistic for there to be a lower spike here. But really, I'm looking to make decisions as they happen in real time. I like to stay flexible. The main thing I want to see for now is that bullish breakout, and I really want to take a look at the news for the reasons why the price is trending up. So
I have one thing to add. He said that that line is consistent all across the board. It hits 99 for all three of them. So it's up to you if you want to go to 99. That's probably the Apex Investor play to do. I'll try it out, but if it doesn't reach it, then you're holding the bag. You might as well kind of settle with $90 per share. Or you can go to 88, get cute with it and say, okay, 99, I'll go to 88, maybe even 77, but no lower than 66 perhaps. But that's in the scenario that things are going to happen very, very consistently. So it's a matter of how greedy are you going to be, and are you going to wait for this to happen? You have to be patient enough, and you have to almost have faith that these things will occur based on these trends, this pattern, this history where it happened three times. One time is, suspicious. Two, okay, a little bit, more confidence. But three is just, to me, that's confirmation that it will happen eventually. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
if we start to get a long green candle here, I really want to pay attention to the news, figure out what's happening with HOLO. Right now, they've raised a ton of money. They've diluted investors. So once I figure out the reason for the price going up, I'm probably going to just take profits along the way up, maybe sell, if everything goes according to plan, maybe sell some around $40, and maybe if the price dropped back down to 15, probably buy some more. Really just depends on the price action. I am expecting it to be pretty hectic. I think we see a lot of pump and dumps over here, just the price. If we zoom into,
Did I overhear him correctly? He said $40. He expects it to hit $40 as well. So that's interesting. We both have the same idea as to where it will end up. Okay, I'll let him keep talking.
the other time frame, we can see a lot of volatility, a lot of ups and downs. So I am expecting some pullbacks, some sell-offs. So my strategy would just be to take profits along the way. But I would prefer to be greedier. If I think the price can go up to $90, I would prefer to really just stay in until I reach that price target. But like I said, I will stay flexible, and hopefully this works out for all of you guys. And we will see how things are trending in August. The seasonality trend starts next week, and the stronger trend starts the week after. But really, we have about 5 weeks of bullish price action, of a bullish seasonality trend. So this is really the window for HOLO to start rallying, in my opinion. And as I said, with the quarterly price action, we technically have between now until the end of September for that trend to continue. And hopefully we get it. And if we do, we can do another post-stream video, really just talking about it. And maybe you'll see me on an island somewhere. So take care, everyone. And I will see you all tomorrow. I will have probably 2 videos tomorrow, but I'll let you know how it goes, and I'll let you know the time.
Okay, so that's all for that video. Again, I thought that was very convincing, very good DD, very good technical analysis that he had done. And it's got probably the most views on his channel. It looks like 3.9 thousand, almost 4,000 views in that video. And yeah, look, I put a comment there. So yeah, that's why I'm all about Team HOLO now. I full disclosure, I sold off all my stocks and bought all in on HOLO. I 100% in HOLO right now. I'm not going to reveal the price I bought at, but you can kind of assume it's between, 50, whatever, 54 cents to whatever the range was today. And so I'm all in. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait for this because the data is pretty solid. It's got a lot of good fundamentals, and we'll present that in another video for you. So thanks for your time. I hope that video was helpful. It certainly was for me. I thought I'd share it and just comment on it. So see you in the next video. Till next time, God bless you all, and God bless your investments.